And what a story it puts this young guy on pole position. Luke Spalding ready to go. Let's go down onto the grid with Kylie.
Luke, quite an intimidating place to be as a rookie. How are you going to handle this one, starting from pole?
Yeah, it is quite nerve-wracking being in front of it. There's a lot of fast cars behind us, so I guess we'll just kind of hope to get out in front for as long as possible and hope that the other guys get caught up as they come through.
Well, best of luck with this one.
Awesome, thank you.
Man, I know we're meant to be partial to these things, but it's hard not to root for the young fella suffering from desmoplastic small round cell tumour, an unbelievably rare form of cancer, believed to be the only person in Australia fighting that. He actually missed his chance to start from pole in Tasmania because he's on cancer medication that day. It's an unbelievable story that he's even out here having a run right now, and he's got pole position.
Yeah, I really hope he can get a good start and stay confident in the car. I think he seemed a little bit nervous for speaking then, so...
It's probably his first ever live TV interview as well, so there's had a bit going on. True. It's been a good day for the local Albury fans with your mob taking pole position in the supercars. And how about Armin Charter out there on the front row as well for the local Albury-Wodonga crew?
Yeah, it's very exciting times for us down at the BJR garage. It was really cool to see.
And everyone traditionally carries nicknames. He's being Habib this weekend. So off they go. On this, the formation lap. Chance to warm up their Yokohama tyres. And what must be going through the head of Luke Spalding as they set off to, hopefully in his case here, gap the field nice and early, trying to look back in and pick the drivers who might come flying through this field. I mean, you've got the likes of Ryan Hansford, Cedars, Dontas, Pretty. They're the guys that we'll watch for, but they're starting so far back.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see if they can manage to move forward. I think they've been in the category for a while, some of these guys, and they have a lot of experience. So, you know, hope that they can make some smart moves.
So there it is, Spalding on that pole position alongside Armin Charter. Steve Wilson inside row 2 with Bezadzic. Remember, Spalding and Bezadzic were into each other, as he pointed out earlier, Mako, on that first lap earlier. Craig Woods might be one to watch out for. He made the top 10 in qualifying in his debut here in the Utes. Western Sydney Motorsport usually runs in the Aussie racing cars. Then we get back to the big names. Dontas, Pretty, Jane. Dave Murphy has made the step up to race this weekend as part of a 2-car operation at Murphy Motorsport. And then Walton and Barbera, the Peters Motorsport teammates, from the back. It's going to be hard to pass guys early, though, for him because he's got Walton, Jane, Dontas, Hansford, McLeod all on that inside line. Down towards the first corner. He is the last driver on the grid. And we are set for the second race. Everyone's favourite, reverse grid.
Always produces action, a reverse grid race in any category.
Lights are on. Good initial jump for Charter. Bezadzic didn't really go anywhere. He gets picked up by a couple, including Woods, who goes the long way, but Spalding's
gone off to a good start. He's managed to get to the front.
Oh, gee, McLeod.
Green white there.
There were a couple of unusual lines through the first corner. It looks like the Denny Ute muster out there at the moment, but somehow they're all facing in the right direction. Bezadzic and Kiss side by side on the curbs. Oh, comes back inboard, nearly hits Gray.
I think Barbera would have been lucky to get through that pretty cleanly.
Yeah, it would have been lucky to see through it pretty cleanly, given how much dust there was. Here's Dontas. Where do you go at this situation?
Yeah, too wide with the sweeper.
All he can do is wait.
Yeah.
And hope that he doesn't get passed by anyone. Oh, here we go. Battle for the lead. Wilson aggressively up the inside and just barrels Spalding out of the way. Charter wants to go with him here. Bezadzic's tailing under the back of this lead pack as well. But wow, first time we've seen Wilson lead a Ute race.
It was quite an aggressive pass. He always just run wide there. Unfortunately, bit of contact with Armin and Spalding there as well.
So they're all leaning on each other there at the exit. And now Charter goes to the lead. So 3 leaders on this first lap. And because the leaders are having this rampant battle, they're all queuing up right behind them.
Yeah, it's becoming a bit of a roadblock for them, I think, with so much passing going on.
Jeremy Gray's the first of the big names trying to come through, our regulars. Oh, there's a bit of contact.
A little bit wide for him in.
Can he get to the inside of Wilson?
Too wide to the last corner.
Oh, here. No, that's not where you want to spin. Oh, dear.
Had some contact here.
Kim Jane getting forced out around the lot as well, and not sure if Kiss is going to be able to dislodge himself there. He might be stuck. Damage to the front of Jared McLeod's car.
Got a few lock tyres into turn 1 there with a pass.
This is aggressive stuff from the Utes. Walton to the inside of Dontas. Hansford out wide. Gray as well. So Gray went all the way to the back of the pack with that carnage in the last corner of the opening lap.
Still got Charter in the lead here. He's managed to get a little bit of a gap.
And Kiss did get going again, so no safety car. That's great news. I want to see this battle continue. Armin Charter only got his license renewed yesterday morning. And here he is leading the race, or is he? Buzadzik gets him.
It's a good move down into turn 7 there.
Fourth leader in about 4 Ks.
Yeah, it's been quite action-packed here.
And they're doing their best to keep the faster guys behind them, but McLeod has got to 4th and Nathan Pretty to 5th. So it's boding well for those guys as McLeod has a shot at 3rd position here.
And like you said earlier with Nathan Pretty, he's managed to be in the top 5 in every race this year, and it's looking like he might be able to do that again if he can hold up and possibly move further forward.
Woods is tailing some damage off the back. Let's check out some replays here. We'll start.
On Dontis.
Yeah, on board Craig Dontis here. The team did a full rebuild back from the engine all the way to the diff, the internals of this car, after a really annoying DNF. Oh, yeah, right.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. What do you even do in that situation?
Oh.
Hang on.
Yeah, hang on for dear life. And
so that's where Pretty got through at him. That was a great move from Nathan Pretty.
Managed to thread the needle there.
What's your professional analysis of this start, Macca?
I'm not too sure about that. I think a bit of action there. I think Wilson may have gone in a bit too deep and locked the front tyre, and it sort of didn't set up for a great pass.
Well, there's about 5 guys trying to pull off the big hero move in one corner. So there's Charter running wide, but the big one was here. Kiss up the inside of Wilson. It's hard to see if there's even contact then, actually.
I'm not too sure if there was. It seemed like he lost the rear on the entry to the corner and just got away from him.
It could have been so much worse, actually, from on board Kim Jane's point of view.
I'm sure he wasn't able to see a whole lot ahead of him.
Yeah, well, he had to go the long way here. Watch him, he sees it kick off and he goes, I'll go left.
Oh.
And at this point he's thinking, nope, that probably wasn't the right decision. It's put him a long way back down in 12th now. And this is all
Big
the boys going past Spalding. Oh, Woods, welcome to the Utes, fella.
Bit of contact there, unfortunately.
He gets dished out at turn 3. Spalding's dropping through the pack. It's put McLeod to 2nd. Oh, how about Walton? He missed the inversion, but he's 5th. He actually started all the way back in 15th.
Yeah, that's a good first couple of laps for him. You know, I think he managed to squeeze through all the carnage that there was in the early stages.
Oh, there's more going. This is getting nasty now. And there goes Nathan Pretty. Well, that'll hurt his average. He won't be finishing top 5 this time.
Unfortunately not for him. It's a bit of a bad position there, unfortunately.
Thankfully for him, this is only the half points paying race of the weekend, because the championship leader is up there fighting with Charter right now. It's the Mango Credit Ute of David Cedars.
Zazik doing well here. He's managed to get to the front and hold it off so far.
Oh, it was Buzadzik we could hear having the big lock up there.
I spoke too soon.
Yep, so this is giving...
My bad.
Your first ever commentator's curse. There you go, I'll pat you on the back. As it puts Jared McLeod now to the lead. Buzadzik under heavy fire from Walton. The Bush Ranger Ute sends him off now. Oh, he's going to be in an awkward spot in the middle of turn 5. Cedars does a good job to miss him.
He did well to be able to stay on the track there. I think it was a bit of a rope.
Oh, now he goes around again. He's had 2 spins and 2 corners. And Jane will be lucky to miss him. He sneaks around the back. Well, this is some old school Ute racing today. They've turned back the clock.
Yep.
There might only be 17 of them, but all 17 of them have damage.
I think the stewards might be busy tonight.
Wow. This is turned a bit WWE out there at the moment.
He's had a bit of an unfortunate lap for him. He's come from the lead to now in 16th position.
Oh, from first to last. So this is the one here. Charter trying to get back onto the track. There was a 2 into the tailgate there of Pretty, including Walton. So this is from on board Dontis.
It's hard to see there, really.
Very messy.
Yeah.
It's hard to know if Walton really played a part in that one. And then this one he definitely played a part in.
Yeah, definitely. Bit of rear quarter.
Oh, man, Cedars, what a great effort to miss the spinning Buzadzik. And then Buzadzik gets another one here from Hansford.
Got a bit loose there onto the dirt as he tried to rejoin the track and straight into the side.
He's been thinking, come on, guys.
Yeah.
There we go, from Kim Jane's point of view, as World War III breaks out ahead of him. Yellow flag's already waving at this point. We've got guys off in the dust, guys in the infield, sideways. Hang on and hope. Cole Trickle moment. Gets there. Aim for the smoke, Kimbo.
Bit hard to know which way to go when you can't see anything.
He's a good old Thunderdome driver like your old man. Knows how to aim for the smoke and get through it.
Just close your eyes and hope for the best.
I think that's the only way to get through in some of these U races. Barberas stayed out of trouble here.
Yeah,
I haven't been able to say that so many times the last 18 months, but he's doing a really good job. He's gotten from last to 5th. Good on him.
Yeah, and he's right on the tail of Cedars here.
He's got to
See if he can make another move forward to 4th.
So 2 Peters Motorsport teammates fighting with 2 Cedars Racing teammates. And somehow Cedars looking to continue his streak of top 5s, even if Nathan Pretty won't be doing it. Pretty's fallen back to 13th here behind his teammate, car owner.
Seems like they've calmed down a little bit now.
Finally.
Yeah, starting to clear it out a bit.
Safety car driver must have been thinking, I'm up. No,
Yeah.
wait, I'm up. Yep, let's go. Start the Lexus. No, never mind.
Fair bit of anticipation from him, I think.
Somehow we managed to get through all that without it. So, Jared McLeod on return to the series. Here he is, with a broken nose.
A little bit of damage there on the bonnet.
Doing a really good job leading the way. He's got Walton and Dontas chasing. Dontas looking for a pair of thirds. Walton, after a disappointing start of the weekend, getting a 28-second penalty for the battle that he was in with Cedars, trying to make good what's been a bit of a sad old weekend at the moment for him.
Yeah, and we just had Walton have the fastest lap of the race so far. 0.6 faster than McLeod last lap, so might see him catch up towards the end of the race.
1.9 seconds the gap. Can he catch him?
Still just over 7 laps to go.
Oh, there's dust ahoy. And that might have been McLeod running a little bit wide. Could just be the fact there's that much dust on the track.
I think with the resurface, it's sort of left a lot of dust surrounding the whole track, really, and it's managing to flick up everywhere, especially with utes going off left, right, and centre.
I think they might need the street sweepers out there before the supercars race.
Yeah, I'm not too sure they'll be too happy with the conditions if not.
It's pretty much rallycross out there at the moment. On the limiter in 3rd. Bang it back down to 2nd. Patience mid-corner before you feed the right pedal on. They're both chasing Jared McLeod, making his return to the championship.